there to the Habitat for Humanity Finger Lakes Impact building the house, taking pictures and taking pictures. I got home, I walk in the house, I look at my computer, and there's a message there from Stephen Beals saying, "Where's the story about the cart derby?" I'm not even home yet. And they want the story, and they want the pictures, and they want to know who won, what was the weight, you know. They don't care tomorrow. They don't care 3 days from now. They want that story right this minute. News is now. So get it done right away. You don't have time. There's a very, very, very interesting story about a high school graduate. Now, when do you think people want to read about high school graduates? Probably June, not July. What do we want to read about in July? Sunburns, ants, beaches, picnics with lunches with mayonnaise, whatever. We don't care about high school graduates. So news is now. Get those pictures and get them there the very next day. Don't forget how to contact you for more information. Okay, now we have this lovely picture. What are we going to do about it? I'm sorry, Susan, but I would never take a grip and grid unless it was Carl Casatia. And the reason why I would do it with Carl Casatia is because he's with Seneca Meadows and he's going to give me $2,500. And if he wants a grip and grid picture, honey, I'm going to grip and grid for dear life.
Doris,
but nobody else.
It was just pointed out to me that I used a term that some people might not know
Oh,
what
yes.
a grip and
Here,
grid
Stephen, do
is.
come here. I would like to present you with this lovely certificate. That's a grip and grid. We're all grinning, we're gripping, and there we go. And everybody, you know, so-and-so got presented a certificate. So, you know, I want to know, what did they get that certificate for? Did they get that certificate for first aid? Show me putting on a Band-Aid. Did they get that certificate for teaching a student? Show me teaching a student. Did they get that certificate for a health walk for the cancer? Then show me somebody walking, swimming, you know. That's what I want. And then, unless it's Carl Casatia, don't bother. And if it's Carl Casatia, you got it, because you know what? He retired. Well, it's
Mark
Benjamin now. Because if you want to get that $2,500 next year, they're going to look and see if that picture got published. And it isn't probably ever going to get published in the Finger Lakes Times, but it will get published in the Reveille. So send it, because Joe knows how the world works. And he knows that that picture for $2,500 is money in your bank, and he's a very caring and loving person, and he'll print it. Okay, so what do you want to do with this picture? You want to fill the frame. The top of the person's head is here. The person's belt probably is there, and whatever's going on is going on. And then you're going to tell me who it is, left to right, their whole name, their titles, and what are they doing? Stephen Beals sticks a camera in Doris Wolf's face at the United Way press conference. Left to right, what are you doing? So, and send the picture with the story. Okay, how are you going to send that story? Well, yeah, you can print it out and make it look really nice, and you probably will someday and put it in your scrapbook. But by that time, the deadline's gone by. You're going to send it via email. Now, I have, as I said, a list of 27 media outlets. How did I get them? Wherever I go, whenever I go, anywhere. If there's a free newspaper there, I'll pick it up. And I rip out the place where it says who's the editor, who's the publisher, what's the email address, what's the phone number, and I have a file. And I add them to my list. And every organization on my computer has the same and different press lists. Habitat for Humanity Woman Build has a lot of women publications in it. Cooperative Extension, when I was doing publicity for them, they have a lot of youth kinds of things, youth outlets there. So Red Cross Cross has another whole list of organizations. There's a general list, and on my computer it says print media local or local media. Local media includes radio and TV. Print media local is only print media. But build your press list yourself. Be vigilant. It changes all the, I mean, you hear Susan Chiara even knows who her editor is. It changes all the time. So keep it up to date. When you get that young person who's going to work for you for the summer, and you will, that's the first thing they do. They call all the media outlets and say, this is what I have for your name, the address, phone number, deadline, is that correct? What area do you serve? Trumansburg, Ovid, Interlaken, you need to know what their deadline is, when they want this stuff, and what area they serve. So send it by email. And you can send them all the same thing, pretty much. I mean, you don't have to write a new one for every single person. With the photo attached as a JPEG or JPEG. And you can send it top of the press release, or you can send it as a separate JPEG file. It's okay either way. They probably know more about this than you do anyway. But attach the photo right there. It's really easy. By the time you send take your chip to the Rite Aid and have the photo printed and then attach the printer to the print, it's worse than a dead cat on a highway. Nobody cares. So send it out the next